Scott Milanovic said he does believe that he has a chance to kill two birds with one stone here today by getting a victory and avoiding the East semi-final as we are underway in Hamilton with the return out near the 38-yard line. It was number 2 all-time at 87.5% field goal rate. And he's 30 of 37 this year. Bit of a low snap. They get it down. And the reliable right leg of Rennie.
A big reason why you make an argument for him as MOP. Two-horse race right now.
Play action, looks inside, it's picked off. Adrian Green back off the broken leg from earlier this year, and Green picks off Bo Levi Mitchell on his first pass attempt. As he knocks this one through as well. Nothing going there thanks to Verizuk. What a massive blow. As now VA with pressure on, gets thrown to the turf.
Over and under with a post behind it.
Mitchell lost his feet that time, but gets it outside to Tim White, who breaks one tackle, then two, and finally wrapped up and brought down Markel Lee back in the last. Had a monster week 1 performance against Hamilton, but Tim White, communication of all time here as Milanovic turned around and actually looked up towards us near the coach's booth for Hamilton and just gave him a little whirl of the finger saying, yeah, take a look at that one real quick for us if we can.
Got him going in BC a little bit. Had a touchdown.
Yeah, hands it off inside. Ludwig Choquette. Jailbreak into the boundary.
Their mental health, maybe the most important.
As much as anything else is now 3 for 3 is Rennie Paredes.
You're okay with throwing it to him.
Waller is certainly that guy, and certainly this year is underneath. Tim White having a day, getting tons of targets as he nearly gets the ball ripped away and creates 2nd and 8. Mitchell looks down the middle of the field, pressure on, doesn't know what man is behind him, knocks the football out. It was sitting right there. Just ran through Barrow, who's 6'5", 317. I know they're just numbers, but that's a significantly smaller man. In case you're wondering, which is an extremely training camp number, which now he's leveled up to number 12. As BA goes back shoulder outside, little fly and die, and finds Clark Barnes, the Guelph Griffin. Makes the grab and moves the sticks into Hamilton territory.
Especially for a receiver, but yeah.
As VA with time, they tried to chop down the offensive line. He extends the play and then is able to connect. In the CFL, if you don't throw that with enough pace, it's going to get picked anyway.
It's going the other way.
Right?
Absolutely, it's going the other way.
Coverage so good, especially on those wide sizes. Now Mills breaks free into the middle of the secondary, and he can't be brought down until he's inside the 10-yard line. And on the fly as well with pressure coming is Rennie Paredes 3 for 3 with a long of 42. This one significantly closer. Hammers it through the update.
You know, Kenny Lawler is a master at that.
Jordan Adams Jr. throws into a tight window. Dom Rhymes knew he was going to wear that one, and he did, but he held on for a first down.
Yeah, and the way that VA threw this football.
For the Hamilton defense against Toronto last week. Not that kind of productivity right now, but plenty of physicality is now running right through that Hamilton defense. Once again, Dedrick Mills, when he gets the first 5 yards and the wheels are turning, it's hard to stop him before at least 15. There's Constantinu, high wobbling boot. And once again, for the 2nd time this game, Brooks bobbles it, now breaks as Constantinu's got to make a play and force him back inside. He does, and finally wrapped up, but tremendous opportunity for Calgary here. So VA pumps and comes back with a little screen here as they try to get things settled. Casey Sales says absolutely no way. Joshua Coker out on the missed field goal injury as they run the football. Choquette in space, bounces through 3 tacklers, and off he goes, racing to the end zone, stiff arm, and dives in for a touchdown. What a run by the rookie.
Choquette just cuts off of, and then a couple of broken tackles, and away he goes with some great speed to finish the run, but there's some outstanding blocking at the line of scrimmage.
Potentially down 20-6 after the 2-point. We'll see what VA's got. Little sprint down, out the back door, Quincy Vaughn. And why not? Goes to another rookie.
And he wanted to pick.
Absolutely. What a game changer that could be if he was running free. And a check down here to Greg Bell. who escapes disaster, but Moncrief does the job and forces the punt. They'll hand it off for now, and a great tackle on 2nd down and 2. Was that Philip Osai? It was. Yeah, no. No chance. I'd have to play for how many years and throw for how many yards? Big catch, an even bigger hit. Lawler gets the waggle here with Giovanni Robinson, the tight end, on the line of scrimmage. Underneath as a flag flies, they look for Lawler, goes to the corner. Easy money for Kenny. Once the flag, we'll check it out. But Lawler, touchdown 14 on the season, one away from the franchise record, and you're first with the Ticats.
Waggle motion to the right of your screen for Kenny Lawler, and then he's running hard on that curl on Anthony Johnson. Johnson's put together a real,
however,
a very similar area.
Geography when you're talking about the champion catch. As VA pulls, gets a block, and looks to throw on the run, completes. Clark Barnes makes the grab. Solid from top to bottom, every position, and being led by Stavros Katsantonis doesn't hurt either, as Vernon looks down the middle of the field. Jalen Philpott trying to figure out if he should turn around or not, and Philpott kind of adjusted to it, almost looked like one of those over-the-shoulder baseball catches.
Maybe Verisuk needed to be in that one.
Mills gets another touch, drives the legs into the end zone, and Calgary on the road extends their lead here late in the 3rd.
You know, we've got to be responsible.
As Rene Paredes knocks this one down the field with Isaiah Wooden ready to return across the 20-30 and gets out to the 40, cuts it back. And
Scott Milenovich said, I had to figure out what Bo does really well.
A two-way street, no doubt, is now Mitchell takes his seat. You just saw Sean Peterson.
Which is surprising, with first place, a chance to wrap it up and get the bye.
And Bo pumps twice, can't get rid of it. Now down the field, he has Lawler, got him at the 30, running free and tackled out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Education and surroundings possible, and Kenny honoring that with autism awareness in Ontario today as Lawler's teammate Tim White running free gets chopped down on the edge of the 30-yard line here with Lawler running the short crossing route. They'll go over the top. Giovanni Robinson down the seam, and did he hang on to it? Touchdown Tiger Cats! The big man Giovanni Robinson
goes up and rips it down from the high point and hangs on. I don't think that ever touches the turf.
Wow.
He's working on it. He's got it on the back of the helmet.
Wow. Vernon Adams Jr. on 2nd and 6. Gets it away into the flats. Brooks catches it, nobody around. Crosses the 45, 40, 35. Pushed out of bounds by Jonathan Moxey. Brooks playing a larger role on offense this year, really just a return specialist. But after Reggie Beggleton went down, he had some emergency duty. Is now the Hamilton defense, Julian Hauser. And a big triple to make this a 2-score game for Rene Paredes. It was a late hold getting it down. Bassett did a good job as he had a little smile between. I'm not too concerned. It's all good. As Bo Levi Mitchell rips it to the outside. Again, that little comeback to Kenny Lawler. Timing and rhythm throw, right? And Bo more on time as of late, but now pulled down from behind. Had 2 sacks on the season coming in. He's doubled it here today with 2 on the afternoon. Again, back to the comeback. Lawler turns around and crosses the 50-yard line to get the first down. Anthony Johnson down in a little bit of pain. Tim White in motion across the line. Kenny Lawler all by himself. It gets tipped. And they went to Lawler on 3rd and 1.
I'm going to throw it.
It almost feels like Milenovich is a play caller in that spot. You know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. It's anything possible. Down 10. And Calgary with possession. DA loads it up and rips it down the middle of the field, and it's Brooks! Caught it running free inside the 20, stiff arm at the 10, and Calgary's inside the 5-yard line. Big play, VA strikes at the moment they needed it the most for 69 yards. Beautiful route as Vernon hands it off, and D-Train Mills plunges forward. No signal yet right there at the goal line. And touchdown. the Calgary Stampeders.
The ruling on the field's a touchdown.
Yeah, that's where they sit right now after what looks like the loss coming here. Across the body, picked off. Derek Moncrief steps in front of Tim White.
Their rival down the road. And, you know, when you look at a team that started so quickly and so strong, were considered tops in the league, both sides of the ball. And they needed this one badly. They got it, and they're back in the playoff fight.